Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Starting the Right Way 5-minute devotion for November 16th, 2020. How's everyone today? All right, so right before I got on here, God led me to a somewhat familiar stories familiar to me. Maybe you've heard it before, maybe you haven't. But it is out of the book of Numbers, chapter 22, verses 21 through 39. And it has to do with Balaam and his donkey. All right. So, starting from verse 21, it says, So the next morning, Balaam got up, saddled his donkey, and started off with the Moabite officials. But God was angry with Balaam was going, so he sent the angel of the Lord to stand in the road to block his way. As Balaam and his two servants were riding along, Balaam's donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road with a drawn sword in his hand, and the donkey bolted off the road into the field. But Balaam beat it and turned it back to the road. Then the angel of the Lord stood at the place where the road narrowed between two vineyard walls. When the donkey saw the angel of the Lord, it tried to squeeze by and crush Balaam's foot against the wall. So Balaam beat the donkey again. Then the angel of the Lord moved further down the road and stood in a place too narrow for the donkey to get by at all. This time, when the donkey saw the angel, it lay down under Balaam. In a fit of rage, Balaam beat the animal again with his staff. And then the Lord gave the donkey the ability to speak. What have I done to you that deserves your beating me 3 times? It asked Balaam. You have made me look like a fool, Balaam shouted. If I had a sword with me, I would kill you. But I am the same donkey you have ridden all your life, the donkey answered. Have I ever done anything like this before? No, Balaam admitted. And then the Lord opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the roadway with a drawn sword in his hand. Balaam bowed his head and fell face down on the ground. This is, to me, just a great, great, great portion of scripture. And I couldn't help but laugh because there's 2 things going on here, right? Number 1, God gave an animal a voice, right? That in itself is miraculous, okay? Then Balaam actually carried out a conversation with the animal. Now, if you don't find that funny, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, okay? Now, I have 6 cats, right? I married one. I love my wife very, very much. And through the years, we've adopted more than one. And I think we've been up to 8 or 7. I forget at any particular point in time. But I always see that, like, before storms, they start to get nervous. Or if there's another animal on the outside, they run and scurry over to the windows. And I've learned through the years, and my wife has taught me that they're very intuitive to what's going on around them, and they can often sense a lot more than we as humans can sense. And I would challenge you, okay, that at this particular point in time, God is challenging you. He is calling you out through all the noise, and he is waiting for you to meet him on the other side of that noise, okay? Just like he gave the donkey the ability to see the angel there standing with his sword ready to do whatever he was going to do to Balaam. It was not going to be a pretty sight, but he was ready to take care of business. But God gave the donkey sight, all right, for whatever reason, whatever's will was for God to have the donkey have sight. And then he gave the donkey voice, right? And they went on to have that conversation, okay? Could it be that your lives are so busy with what's going on here, what's going on there, what's going to happen here, what's going to happen there, that God is just trying to silence all of that just for a few moments with you? All right. So much so that he would put a donkey with a voice and a sight to avoid Balaam's death, because that's where he was headed. He was headed straight to the angel of the Lord, who was standing there with a sword, ready to take some action. All right. So take this as a challenge. Okay. Listen to God through all the noise. He is there, but you got to be willing to drown out all the noise. all the news stuff, all the political stuff, all the personal stuff going on. And God is going to be waiting there on the other side of that door, just waiting to hold you, to hug you, to love you, and to talk to you. All right, guys, hope this was a blessing, and we'll talk to you soon.